speaker to speaker, from experience to experience, from, you know, fire tunnel or whatever you want to call this stuff that's going on. You know, I don't want you to go from healing to healing. I want you to be in divine health. I want you to not get sick anymore. I don't care what the disease of the week is. You don't even look at the list when it comes out every week. You're not even concerned, because Psalms 91 says you're going to see people fall, 1,000 fall, 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. This is possible. I haven't been taught to be afraid. I didn't participate in the last 3 years at all. I mean, Psalms 91 is fine. I don't need to stand in line to get something, whether it be a shot or a hands laid on me. I got Psalms 91. Now, I understand that maybe you're not there, but how did I get there? I'm trying to tell you. I didn't get there by being a minister. I got there by being a Christian that let God teach me. I didn't get it from hands laid on me. I got it because I told Jesus, just speak the word and it'll be done. I became the centurion, which has nothing to do with emotions or what is happening or not happening. It has everything to do with what God said. Period. That's it. I have to be the strong one at times because I have to keep everything on course, and that's what Paul was doing. He was keeping everything on course. If things were getting off, he just said something. And then he wrote letters. He said, when I come to you, am I coming to you with a whip? Or are you going to get it right before I come? He said, I'm really concerned there's going to be some sort of exchange and I might have to slap you. He was like, I'm going to come with a whip? I don't want to do that. He said that. The Apostle Paul. And you want him coming to your church? I mean, all these people say, oh, I wish Jesus would come to my church. I wish Paul would come to my church. Peter. They're like, yeah, do you want these people coming to your church? Do you want them coming to your house? They might not like chocolate. No, these people, they were not movable. And they were not likable. I'm being honest with you. When I met Jesus, there's no way you're going to manipulate him. And there's no way you're going to talk to him and schmooze with him. Because he's going to say, what are you going to do about what I told you? And you're going to be like, say, no, I want to talk about this. Like, well, we're not doing that because this has to be taken care of. Or me and you aren't talking. You got to do this. And he would appear to me and say, don't find yourself on the wrong side of me. Well, I was told I can't even share that on TV. Well, why? So I can talk about all this nice fluffy stuff. But then when it comes time to the corrective Jesus, the one who says, listen, if you sow to the flesh, you're going to reap the flesh and you're going to reap death. But those who sow the Spirit will reap eternal life. Those who walk in the flesh cannot please God. In fact, Paul went a step further, and that's why you wouldn't want him in a church. He said, if you yield to the flesh, you are an enemy of God. In Romans 8, he says that. That's the New Testament, last time I checked. So in the New Testament, Paul said, if you work against God, you're an enemy. He told the church that. Those Romans, He spoke that to the Romans in the New Testament. He said to every believer, all of us in here, if we yield to the flesh, we cannot please God. But he says you actually are an enemy of God because you're working against the Spirit. So sow into the Spirit, walk in the Spirit, and don't fulfill the lusts of the flesh. This is because all of us need everyone to be operating at their optimum, at their excellent level all the time. Now, I know that that's hard, but it's easier if you don't let the war get inside of you. So controversy comes in many different ways, but it shouldn't come through your head or through your body, because it's not going to come through your spirit, because you're born again. Born again believers have been perfected in their heart. I mean, I can show you. Paul said it. You are perfect. You are holy and righteous in the sight of God. He is so pleased with you. But he told the Galatians, he said, you started in the spirit. Are you going to finish your race in the flesh after you started in the spirit? He said, who has put a witch's curse on you that now you're going to finish in the flesh? He said, who's bewitched you? Who's come in and broke your stride in the race? He was a father. And this is what's happening right now. So right here in downtown Zurich, I think that's where we're at, right? Right here, right now, the Spirit of the Lord is wanting us to get with the plan. I mean, I know what's happening right now. You all are being ignited by the fire from the altar of God. All of you are being activated. All of you are called. But how you're chosen is you qualify. You have to pass your test. You have to show that you can yield to the Spirit when you feel like you can't go on anymore. The reason you can't go on anymore because you're about to move into the Spirit. God won't allow you to do this on your own strength. Many, many times you feel like you can't go on. That is the doorway to the supernatural. When I feel like I can't go on, which is every other second, you wouldn't even know it. But I don't operate on my own. I fired myself a long time ago. But I have to be a leader. In fact, I have to tell people, this is what we're going to do. Listen to me. Why are you staring at me? Why are you still waiting? Why haven't you done this? The reason why is because the Spirit's like this. I don't have time to explain why I don't know everything, why I know now and I didn't yesterday. I just know that I know now. And we've got to do this. We've got to do this in this city. We've got to do this in this country. And then I got to go to Croatia. And I got to slap some spirits around. And then I got to go to Berlin. I got to slap some spirits around. But see, it'll get to the place where all of you, wherever you go, you're slapping these evil spirits around. And you don't have to do or say anything. I mean, if you do, it's great. But the very fact that you're anointed and you're sent, all of us are, not just me. Jesus was anointed, but he sent out people that were anointed to do the same things he did, with the whole plan that the body eventually would all do it. Every one of us would do the works of Jesus, greater works.